Ukraine reportedly is getting 40 more AMX-10RC reconnaissance vehicles from France, which might be surprising. The Ukrainians used the thinly armored but well-armed scout vehicle all wrong in the early days of their now 4-month-old counteroffensive. They used them as tanks, and promptly lost a bunch of them. That the Ukrainians wanted another 40 AMX-10RCs might indicate that they've really internalized the awful lessons of the counteroffensive's first week, and have settled on an appropriate role for the wheeled vehicles. Excitement ran high when, in January, the French government announced it would donate an initial 40 AMX-10RCs to the Ukrainian war effort. The first of the 15-ton, 6-wheel vehicles arrived in Ukraine in April. The speedy AMX-10RC with its 105mm main gun and day-night optics is a «sniper rifle on fast wheels», Alexei Reznikov, then the Ukrainian Minister of Defense, crowed after test-driving one of the vehicles. Reznikov's praise should have come as no surprise. French firm GIAT specifically designed the AMX-10RC for exactly the attributes the defense minister singled out: fighting range, situational awareness, speed. An AMX-10RC with its robust wheels, fuel-efficient 280 horsepower diesel engine and reliable suspension can achieve and maintain a high top speed, 53 miles per hour by road. Its F2 rifled main gun, while unstabilized, is pretty accurate, when fired from a halt, of course. GIAT didn't design the AMX-10RC to resist enemy fire. It weighs just 15 tons. Its hull is thin aluminum. A 4-person AMX-10RC crew is supposed to speed toward the enemy, fire a few rounds in order to draw a response, like kicking an anthill, and then register the enemy's position and speed away before the return fire gets too heavy. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry seemed to appreciate the AMX-10RC's attributes, at first. After all, it assigned the French vehicles not to the army, but to the Marine Corps. Ukrainian Marine brigades train and organize for raids and riverine assaults. Operations that beg for speed and violence, even if speed and violence come at the cost of protection. But when the 37th Marine Brigade sent its AMX-10RCs into combat for the first time, on one of the first days of Ukraine's widely anticipated counteroffensive in southern Donetsk Oblast, inexperienced junior officers made all the wrong choices. When the brigade assaulted Russian positions in Velika Novosilka on June 5, officers placed the AMX-10RCs at the front of assault columns as they attempted a direct assault on Russian fortifications. It was a role the officers should have reserved solely for the Marine Corps T-80 tanks. What happened next was terrible, and entirely predictable. At least 2, and perhaps as many as 5, of the AMX-10RCs were immobilized or destroyed. Russian forces captured one of the immobilized vehicles. At least one 4-person AMX-10RC crew died, a Marine major told AFP.